seek out water shield for its high concentration of sodium, a nutrient that is rare in terrestrial plants in spring and summer. See that? A bog, presumably the work of beavers, whose dam has blocked drainage and caused flooding, expands in the clearing in the forest as the trapped water kills young spruces and grasses by depriving their roots of oxygen. Eventually, dead vegetation will fill the water bog and cause it to dry up enough for land plants to spring up again, and a new generation of spruces will reassert the forest's claim to the land. There's the dam. A pale November moon shines hazily through a stand of tall paper birch, throwing the bare branches into relief and reflecting off the smooth bark. There's the moon. In the High Peaks area, rays of morning sunlight filtering through paper and yellow birches have strength to melt, but not enough to evaporate the frost on a leaf-littered boulder. There's the boulders, see here. This boulder was slashed by a running buck to mark his territory during the mating season. There's a slash right here. Tightly packed beech branches stripped of their nuts are leftovers from the fall feast of tree-climbing black bears. Here's where the black bears like to climb up trees. Turn the page. And the snowshoe hare licks clean the patches of thick white winter fur that have begun to replace his summer coat of reddish-brown. This winter growth, besides providing warmth and camouflage, gives extra surface area to the hare's feet, making it easier for the animal to bound over deep snow. There's the snowshoe hare. A muskrat emerges through thin ice, dragging vegetation from the stream. Muskrats do not store food for the whole winter in their burrows. They go out regularly to forage, leaving and entering by underwater portals. When swimming in frozen waterways, they breathe air trapped under the ice. There's the muskrat. An early snow lies lightly on the tumbled rocks of an Adirondack brook, though the water still bubbles along its bed, and through gaps and crevices, collars of ice are already splitting inward from the shallow edges of the stream, where the water runs slow, and outward from the cold stones in its center. Soon the stream, waddled by ice, will disappear completely under a thinking mantle of snow. Look at all the snow. Two dramatic signs of natural eutrophication, the process of a pond's gradual shrinkage and death, are visible in this aerial view of Haslop Pond, near Vanderhacker Mountain. The smartweed and water lilies, now covering most of the pond's surface, will spread. As the plants die off seasonally, they will sink and accumulate the layers, making the pond ever shallower by raising the level of the bottom. Meanwhile, a small inlet builds a new encroaching shoreline. Look, the pond's shrinking. Framed by red and orange maple leaves, evergreens, and greenish-yellow birch foliage, a small cove at the southwestern end of Elk Lake glows on an early October afternoon. Look at all the leaves. Red ones and orange ones. A female rainbow trout, heading upstream to lay her eggs, executes an acrobatic leap on the Bouquet River. Native to the west coast, rainbows were imported to the Adirondacks a century ago as a game of fish prized for endurance and fighting qualities. This is a female rainbow trout. Its outline softened by moss and lichen, a monolithic remnant of a post-Ice Age rockfall dwarfs the trunks of century-old fir trees beside the trail at the bottom of Avalanche Pass. Yeah?